welcome back to my channel. This is Neha here. So as you know from the title, I'm going to talk about mistakes you need to avoid when you're using retinol. Retinol is not a new ingredient. It has been around for years. It's everywhere. And as millennials, as we are aging, as we are entering this phase of life where we are looking for products that provide us real, effective, and non-invasive skin aging solutions, they feel even more relevant because this ingredient kind of help us look as young as we feel. And you see, even with all these new trends, new actives, new treatments, this particular ingredient, retinol, still holds its importance today. In fact, I feel it's more important now than ever before because it actually works. Not like it will transport us back in time, but in a way that our skin shows our energy, not just our ears. And when you use this ingredient properly, it can genuinely transform your skin. So today in this video, I'm going to break down the top retinol mistakes you need to avoid if you're in your 30s or 40s, just like myself, and you want visible improvements in texture, lines, and uneven tone without damaging your skin. Stay till the end because I'm also sharing exactly how long retinol takes to show visible results, so you don't give up too early. Mistake number one people make is starting too strong. I know and understand this urge. You want fast results. Even I want fast results. But in case of retinol, higher strength right at the beginning can actually backfire. If your skin barrier isn't ready, you will get peeling, redness, sensitivity, breakouts, and irritation that can take weeks to calm down. Retinol is not a sprint. If you've ever done weight training, strength training, I think the best example could be training a muscle, where in the same way you build tolerance gradually. So start slow, begin with low strength, once or twice a week, use the sandwich method if needed. Moisturizer, retinol moisturizer, let your skin slowly adjust. Strong doesn't mean better, consistent is better. Mistake number two, using too many actives alongside using retinol. This is the biggest reason people mess up their skin barrier. These combinations can be harsh unless you are an advanced retinol user. Right at the beginning, when you are just introducing retinol, never mix it with glycolic acid, lactic acid, never ever layer vitamin C and retinol together in the same skincare routine. Combining retinol with salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide is a big no. Why? Because all of these are skin exfoliants or irritants. Layering them too early in your retinoid journey increases sensitivity and delays results. But having said that, if you really want to use these actives, you separate them out throughout the week. Like you can use vitamin C in the morning, retinol at night, acids only 2 to 3 times in a week, and use retinol on the other nights when you're not using these acids. This keeps your barrier safe and actually makes retinol work better. Mistake number three, not using enough moisturizer. Retinol pulls water out of the skin, making it feel dry or tight. In a human study, use of topical retinoic acid led to reduced barrier function and changes in the outer skin structure. This suggests retinoids can temporarily disrupt the skin's barrier, making it permeable or more leaky until the skin adapts, which means now there is less water in your skin's layers, which make it feel dry and tight. And if your skin barrier is already weak, compromised, you will end up flaking. And this whole dryness slows down the results. So use products that have ceramides, squalene, peptides, hyaluronic acid, all these barrier supporting ingredients. This does not dilute retinol. It actually helps your skin tolerate it better. Mistake number four, applying retinol on wet skin. This is a small mistake, but it can make a huge difference if you are an extremely sensitive or even sensitive skin type, because wet skin promotes higher absorption. Higher absorption means higher irritation. Always apply your retinol on dry face at least 10 minutes after cleansing, preferably after a hydrating toner or serum if you are sensitive. This keeps irritation under control. Mistake number five, using retinol without sunscreen. And this is a big mistake if you are skipping sunscreen, because retinol makes your skin more sensitive to UV rays. And I'm telling you this from my own experience of using retinol for the past 4 years. If you skip sunscreen, you are actually inviting pigmentation, uneven tone, dullness, more sun damage. Basically, you are canceling out the benefits you are trying to get. And even indoor sunscreen is a must. Mistake number six, using too much product. Now, I have done it myself in the past, being too excited about a new product or a new formulation. But more retinol is equal to more irritation, not more results. You only need a pea-sized amount for the entire face. Spread it thinly, that's enough. A retinol tube should last you months. Mistake number 7, not pairing retinol with barrier supporting ingredients. If you really want retinol to work without irritation, combine it with ingredients that keep your barrier calm. Best retinol partners are niacinamide, ceramides, panthenol, squalene, peptides. These ingredients soothe, prevent dryness, and keep retinol effective. You see, retinol is one of the most researched, proven ingredients to manage the signs of aging, pigmentation, texture, literally everything, but only if you avoid these common mistakes. So start slow, moisturize more, do not mix with any actives, use sunscreen, and be consistent. It's not like your other vitamin C or niacinamide. It doesn't show results in just 7 days. And here is the real timeline. In 4 weeks, skin may look smoother, but nothing major yet. In 8 to 12 weeks, texture improves, pores look smaller. In 12 to 16 weeks, fine lines soften, dark spots slowly start to fade, and 6 to 12 months, full anti-aging benefit. Now, when I say full anti-aging benefit, that does not mean, as I said, we are not going to transport ourselves back in time. It will help us look as young as we feel. So do not quit in second week if you do not see any results. Retinol is a marathon and not a magic wand. I hope you found this video helpful and genuinely can put some tips to use. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.